Hello everyone, as you have seen I have a new pattern for you. I think I called it Love Lights Free Knitting Pattern. Check it out. All the links down below to the RAVELRY where you can get the free pattern is down below, so definitely check it out. I'm going to tell you the construction per se and what kind of yarn I used over here and for who these socks are. This is a toe up sock with afterthought heel when you cut the yarn. I have a few tutorials on this channel, so maybe over here in regards to the heel, because that might not be so widely known when you just cut the yarn. And other than that, it's fine. I just use magic loop for toes and heels, and I use 9" for the actual body, let's say that away, so foot and leg. However, you can spread it out too for DPNs if you want to, whichever works for you. Quite simple pattern. I wasn't sure did anyone actually came up with this because it's very simple. They're all for I'll just mess up the thing on the sides because at the end of the day it will go off anyway. So I just tried to do that we have on the first stitch on every round you have different color. So if you start with one, then you have darker, lighter, darker, lighter, darker, and it comes up like this. So now I know no one has it. What yarn I used a fingering weight yarn. I use US size 1, which is 2.25mm knitting needles. There are 4 sizes, but I'll tell you the number of stitches. So when we create a toe, we increase it. So either you go 48, 56, 64, or 72. Over here is 64 because I'm kind of rushing these days. I presume maybe my gauge is slightly tighter, but work way the way you want to. I normally with the same size for 64 stitches or 56 stitches in fingering, if I want to switch to sport weight or DK weight yarn, I would go for 48". So even though the pattern is written for fingering, you can definitely play around with different weights of yarn if you have some socks knitting experience. The yarn I used Drop Fable, and this is the brown 300, and then Lynn, who is recipient of these lovely socks and the winner of October 2022 giveaway for my members, YouTube members, Knitting I Love channel. You can check this join button if you don't know what that is about. She picked this yarn, and this is a Knit Picks Felice Rainbow. It's very soft because it has merino wool, 75% superwash. The rest is nylon, where the Drops Fable is just wool instead of merino. That's why it's a little bit tougher, and I think it's perfect for toes and heels. And for the heel I picked yellow color. I'm telling you now straight away why I went with that, because people are asking me about the color combinations and that I like, that I can do things with the leftovers and they kind of matchy. So this is 111 Drops Fable. Love this color. It's kind of mustardy yellow color, which I really like. And why did I go with it? This rainbow with yarn, the commercial yarn from Knit Picks Felice, has a long repeat. So you can see it start with kind of orangey, it goes through the colors and finish with orange. If I wanted to use one ball, I would have to unravel to obviously get the socks matchy, but I had another ball, so I did that way. However, my first sock is this one, and it's perfect. People would think that I used leftovers to create those colors, which you can totally do that, but I was kind of cheating with the beautiful Knit Picks Felice yarn. But I used the other ball, and either my tension got a little bit crazy or some section was a little bit longer by maybe half round. So you may notice, if I point it out to you, that over here you have a green and blue, and over here you have red and orange, whereas over here you don't have it. So it's a little slightly off. So I'm not sure what was the situation over here and who caused it, but at the end of the day, you don't see it. Also, the way I like to put the heel, I normally mark where I want to put it. Obviously, continue, come back, cut. What I do, I put a marker, although I tell you to put 2 markers, so maybe do that. And then I make sure that I pick up stitches in the one of this one from the beginning of the round. I'm going halfway through, then I'm picking up from the top, and then I cut in the middle. However, when I'm grabbing the second, when I have a marker over here, I don't go through this marker. I go with the other side, pick up the stitches, and create a heel. Therefore, my beginning of the rounds, when you wear these socks, and you can wear them whichever you want to, so either they're inside, so you have this section, or you can wear them this way and you have this section outside if you want to have this as a design feature. Yeah, so I just tried something and I thought that would be cool, and I called it Love Lights because we have these little hearts and it's close to Christmas, and for me it kind of remembers me the lights that you wrap up around the Christmas tree. Obviously, and then this color you can also change it for maybe lighter or darker green, represent maybe Christmas tree if you want to, and the middle one just go with some yarn that you have a stripy colors, more often stripes that in this. Then you have different variations, or you can just pick leftovers, but remember you will have a few ends to weave in at the end. I hope you enjoy this thing. I hope Lynn is going to like it. I really enjoy knitting it. Normally I would go 56, but Lynn, I went 64, so hopefully it's not too loose, but I tried my best to make it to place the heel on the 7-inch mark, so therefore it should be like for 9-inch length of the foot. It was a pleasure. If only I had more time, it would have been quicker, although today is 15th of November and I draw the winners on the 1st of November, so I don't think it's that bad, especially that I've already finished Victoria's socks, well, just when I put the heels, so, well, heels. I'm including this video into my playlist free knitting patterns, where you can also find my 10 free knitting pattern in some sweaters or some pumpkins or some other things coming up, so definitely check that out if you like it. Maybe on the screen I'll put one to spice things up and get you to watch the next video. I hope you enjoy.